One of the reasons why Northern Nigeria doesn't want Tinubu to return for second term is because of restructuring. I repeat, one of the reasons why Northern Nigeria doesn't want Tinubu to return for second term is because of restructuring. As we speak, there is constitution amendment going on in the Southwest. Constitution amendment. Now, restructuring means that the 1999 constitution must be amended and restructured. Imagine having Sharia in our constitution. The constitution allows the Fulani-led Northern Nigeria to misbehave anyhow in Nigeria. That's why most of the problems, I spoke to a lawyer, he said, majority of the problems we have in Nigeria today is the constitution. So for Tinubu to attempt to beckon on the Senate is conducting hearings. They did in the Southeast. Now they are doing in the Southwest. Every region must draft a committee. The committee will bring what they are demanding. So the Southeast is demanding, and the people of the Southeast have demanded a constitution that allows for the rotation of the presidency and grants full autonomy to local governments in the country. Rotation of presidency, then full autonomy to local government. Now, I looked at the report of the committee from the Southeast. They are saying that we want resource control. Devolution of powers. State must be much more powerful than the center. We are slowly moving towards that. If you watch my broadcast, you understand that I am in for restructuring Nigeria. I've said it over and over again that Nigeria cannot work with this kind of system. This system gives an upper hand to a particular set of people and region and a particular set of ideology. Look at the current system organized today. Look at the Buhari. Look at ethnicity, ethnic agenda above every other person. If you have a constitution that supports devolution of powers where states are much more powerful, state police, local government autonomy, and even this rotation of presidency, compulsory rotation of presidency, according to the Southeast, we are a step towards everybody being represented at the center. Make the center less powerful. Now, when you go over to the Southwest, one of the things demanded by the Southwest is that this indigenization policy. The Southwest traditional rulers, religious leaders are saying that anywhere you find yourself in Nigeria, you can become a part of. The reasons why we are seeing we don't have people being attacked in different regions is because of the constitution. You cannot stop a Fulani from moving from one place to another because the constitution protects him. So if there is a policy that empowers people of a certain region, community, and ethnicity, above all else, people will respect their space. So the Southwest is saying that we want to protect the interests of the Southwest. This indigenization policy that is being introduced by the Deputy House of Rep, I think is Benjamin Kalu, we are against it. Let's look at it. This is one of the reasons why I say I am in support of a Southern presidency over anything else. I'm in support. Even the coalition, if you don't present an OB, we are not supporting any coalition because restructuring is the key. My brother, sit down and think about it now. With all these things that have been going on, with all this, with everything we have been doing, the system has not yet favored us. Look at Wike. He's coming out boldly to say, Nigerians, you cannot do anything. I have a Rolls Royce. They asked him, where did you get money? He was dodging the question. He's calling your bluff because of the system we practice. The center is too powerful that you cannot even hold them to account. Now them go appoint judiciary. They know how to manipulate legislature. Now them they're in charge of police. Now they're in charge of our resources, thereby misbehaving. That is why the most powerful president today is the African president, and that African president is in Nigeria. So the Southwest are demanding for a different thing entirely. Okay, this is photo. Yoruba Obas at the ongoing Southwest Zone public hearing of the review of the 1999 Constitution. Now we are asking that what would be the North? What would the North be demanding in this Constitution? I know there will be clash. The gathering of the Southwest Zonal public hearing on reviewing Nigeria's 1999 Constitution held July 4th to 5th, 2005 in Lagos. Yoruba Obas, traditional rulers, attended to advocate for reforms. Its usefulness to the Southwest includes pushing for inclusive governance, formal roles of traditional rulers, more local government, 57 local government for Lagos, security improvements, devolution of powers, and electoral judicial reforms, potentially enhancing regional presentation and equity. So this is one of the things that will make me support the Southern presidency. Any Southern presidency that does not support, does not insist on restructuring Nigeria, you are playing the old book of the colonial masters. You are playing the script of the imperialists. We have so many ethnicities, and yet we are not united. We can never be united because of our past experiences. And these politicians at the center will take advantage of our disunity and assert themselves on us. I'm telling you, somebody that has control of the army, control of the police, above governors of a state. Look at what happened to Fubara. The president single-handedly had to treat this man fuck up. Useless a governor because of the powers. I'm talking of generally, I'm not talking about the Fulani. Because we have Sharia in the constitution. We have Sharia in our constitution, and we must note it. From there, we move towards resource control. State police and resource control will contain anything called external threat from another tribe. State police, resource control. You see, I want our head, our leaders, make everybody come back home. If a particular region has their state police, this Fulani something will be a thing of the past. No more expansionism. You are expanding, using trick, using gimmicks to enter inside community. From ranching, you exert yourself on the people. Now control army, now control the police, now they're everywhere. You infiltrate the whole system, weakening the system, using the system to achieve your aim. You see how Erufai is bold, saying that he's very sure that Tinubu cannot win the election. You see how they are bold. They believe that they own Nigeria. Nothing stops them. They are the owners of the country. That is why we want to restructure this country. And those of my Igbo brothers, that you are leaving home, you are taking solace in every... Look at Benjamin Kalu. Your heritage. You are not protecting your heritage. You are not protecting your geography, your environment. You are not protecting it. People are encroaching on your environment. You're not protecting your culture. You're not protecting your political cycle. People are taking over. And you're talking about indigenization. Indigenization. If you don't have an identity in Nigeria, you're a minority. If you don't protect, come together, protect your identity. You can see how the Fulani come together. Both the one in the bush, both Boko Haram, both the traditional ruler, both the religious leader, both all of them, the intellectuals, they all come together to protect their heritage as Fulani. A governor who took photos with bandits, a governor, which other person can try it in southern Nigeria? Do we have outside governors safe? Which governor? Knowing that, okay, for instance, the Igbos are the ones in Nigeria. They are the ones in everywhere. And Igbos are the ones forming a security threat. They are becoming a security threat. They are the ones, let's say Igbos are the ones that are called Boko Haram. And Igbos have many governors. And they are in the political circle everywhere. The Igbos are the ones. How do you think they will treat the Igbos? They will now see an Igbo governor standing with an IPOB member, in quote, let's use that, wielding weapon. What do you think that the government will do at the end of the day to that governor? The government at the center. You see known figures of the state sponsoring Boko Haram. You have reports upon reports. Because of the constitution is weak. We are not defined. We need to define it. We define it. The states will be autonomous. The state will have its own rules, its own power to develop within. You can't just pick gas from the southeast and just be spreading it everywhere around left and center without developing the host community. What the Fulani will use politics to divert. Somebody who is a Fulani king in some other region has more oil wells than the people, the native people that that the oil is in their land, their father's land, their ancestral home, their oil. Somebody who is far away in northern Nigeria has more control and power over the resources of other people, another ethnicity. Don't you think it's funny that these things are happening? So it is good one. I know the Southwest, they want to go different. The Southwest is a viable region. Everybody wants to go to the Southwest. If the Southwest does not have, Southwest get oil. Oh God. Go and do your research. Lagos get oil. Ondo State get oil. They are close to the water. They have restructure. They have resources. They have an island, a tin can. You have a port and everything. If push comes to shove now, they will be bailing out of Nigeria. Look at the roads, the network. Look at what Tinubu is building with the Lekki, whatever. Lekki, under Lekki country. Lekki is under country. They can even make that from the mainland bridge, the river, just cut like that. The island will be another country. A refinery, oil. Do you know what it is? So if Tinubu does not do all this constitutional review or restructuring or whatever, my brother, and Fulani enter power, people never know anything. People think it's play, like these guys are playing. The Fulani people, they are afraid. The Fulani are not afraid of Tinubu. They're not afraid. They're just afraid that the Igbos, see, the South is ready to bail out of Nigeria. They are afraid that Nigeria will be restructured under Tinubu. They're not afraid of what they can do to Tinubu. They're not afraid. They respect him because the man himself is bold. Whatever they want to do, he doesn't care. I hope he's seen these things is being initiated under his administration. I hope he's on the right path to restructure Nigeria. I hope. I don't care who wins the election, whether P2B or Tinubu. My own is restructure Nigeria. Just look at Nnamdi Kanu. Southeast governors are saying that they are ready to negotiate for his release. Under the presidency of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you see what is happening. I told you that Nnamdi Kanu will be used for politics. If Fulani do anyhow, they won't run mad or crazy. Because the problem we have generally as the whole nation is willing tools that are being used by the colonial masters, the imperialists, to put Nigeria in bondage. And the Fulani is one of the willing tools. Look at Burkina Faso. Who are those that are constituting terrorism? The West is using terrorism to attack Burkina Faso. A country that says, okay, thank you, France. You have been stealing from us. You have been pillaging us. You have been taking a lot from us. You're not adding value that is expected. You take 100%, you give us 25%. No. It is our resources. We want to manage our resources. Please, thank you very much. You can go. France is angry. France, you have your own country. In fact, most of the countries in West Africa is controlled, in Africa is even controlled by France. But France doesn't want it. They want to keep on using you, collecting from you, developing themselves. Most countries are using French currency, franc. And using somebody else's currency is another colonialism. So France, all of a sudden, we are seeing Al-Qaeda, terrorists, moving left and center, attacking. Who are the people that are being used? Who are they? Terrorism, terrorists. They are willing to destabilize Africa. I don't know to what end. So the Fulani has well positioned themselves that Nigeria will not be restructured, cannot be free. That's why you see coalition. You see Malami. What is that professor under Buhari's regime? Interior professor. I don't know. What's his name? I've forgotten his name. You see Burutai. You see Erufai. You see Atiku. All of them lining up, left, right, center. To do what? To do what? It's because they don't want anything called anything. They will want to make sure that Tinubu, they fight Tinubu tooth and nail, not to return as president. 2023. I think, yes, Pantami, Erufai, Burutai, all of them, Buhari's boys will come together to join the coalition to make sure they stop Tinubu 2027. And we are all looking at them. That's why the Middle Belt will forever wants to understand why would anybody partner with people that have been killing us for over a long time. Why would the P2B partner with people like Erifai and Co? A lot of things are happening. So this constitutional review is a right thing in the right direction. I will say it again and again. Northern Nigeria must make sure that Tinubu, for their own safety or for their own relevance, if Tinubu wins that second term, it is do or die. Nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. If Tinubu does not restructure Nigeria after his second term, I can't say anything anymore. Whatever happens to the Southwest, happens to the Southwest. But this constitutional review is very, very important to the survival of indigenous ethnicities in Nigeria, nations in Nigeria. Somebody says that the 1999 Constitution is a document given to the Fulani to take over Nigeria, and they are doing it. You know, some of these things we just say that people think is strange. What is this guy saying? What does he know? What is he saying? I hope you understand what he's saying. My brother, sit down there, make water they enter your eye. Sit down there. We want restructuring of the country. No matter what, whatever happens, no matter what, restructuring above all else. Like I was talking about Nnamdi Kanu, the governors are ready to say, we are ready to, although it is not from their mind, the buck stops at the table of the presidency to release Nnamdi Kanu. Whatever conditions will be given to him, now them they do politics, make them they play politics, they go. But you never see a Fulani man accept that. If it's left for the Fulani, they will keep and they will do away with Nnamdi Kanu. If it's left for the Fulani, I'm telling you. So they will never, the Fulani will never anticipate that Nnamdi Kanu is released. It will shock them what will happen. I've said this over and over again. What will happen in the coming months, if not next year, will shock a lot of people. What we are interested in is that we have people with talents and skills, ambitions, desires. Bad governance is killing the dreams of Africans. This bad governance is necessitated by Nigeria that was created. Britain created Nigeria to destroy the destinies of Africans that is trapped in this current Nigeria. That's why Britain created Nigeria. Imagine, when you talk about Nigeria till now, we are not industrialized. Nigeria is where somebody is saying we will fix the economy. You are fixing which economy without industry? You're not industrialized. You are not even having 24-hour electricity for 1 month. And you are fixing what? You cannot manage your refineries. You cannot even bring yourself together to agree on a particular reform that everybody will key into, that will run for 10, 15, 20 years. You're not doing anything. And you think Nigeria can change? Okay, Tinubu does good for first 4 years. Somebody else will come and turn everything upside down. Look at our economy during Yar'Adua and Jonathan. Jonathan, Buhari enter, everything go back. 8 years waste, still bribe, everything scatter. Tinubu enter, the same levels. People are sabotaging the government of the man. The man, you understand that this system, you don't go with your clean hand. You go, you grab and you snatch him, you run away, they pursue him, they pursue Tinubu to collect the mandate. Till today, they pursue Tinubu. Tinubu is playing the dirty game with them. And with all of this, somebody is saying that Nigeria will get better. How? Tinubu building his governance on a faulty foundation, how would it make Nigeria better? Look at what Wike is saying, that Amechi, 4 billion, his wife, this and that Malami didn't want to release or was sitting on the document. Tinubu now is the president. Tinubu self is still sitting on the document. What is stopping Tinubu is because of the system designed not to move forward and prosper. You need to destroy that foundation and restructure it again. The foundation is the 1999 Constitution. And if we look at things and we don't do anything, my brother, at the end of the day, now we go lose as a people. These people you see up there, you not concern them. They are fixing their children. It is now a monarchical thing. You think you are practicing democracy. Now monarchy they practice. Go to some local government. Papa go do chairman. He will carry family member. Surround for key positions. Papa, in a local government of different families, different people, They'll come make can like saying Oba sheep. These people produce this one. This, it is not about competence anymore. It's not about people that have proven that they can do. No fairness, no equity, no justice. Papa will just impose in Peking on people and call it democracy. It is, these things can only thrive in Nigeria. This kind of Nigeria we are seeing, it can only thrive. There's nowhere else, only Nigeria. So when we talk about restructuring, my brother, we know what we're talking about. Nobody is going to gaslight anybody on restructuring. If Tinubu is going to restructure Nigeria, we support him full force. I don't care if Southeast in Nigeria, Southeast Nigeria cannot, Southeast, we cannot get ourselves, we cannot come together, form a quorum and consensus in this Nigeria, the way Nigeria has been designed. Look at states, creation of states. This one, they push states going what? They split states so that they will create Niger Delta. They will create Akwa Ibom. Old Southeast region now is now divided. You are not scattered. We don't know who is who. This one is claiming that we are not Igbo. I'm Igbo. They deliberately make you not to be united so that they can steal your resources and use you and dump you at the end of the day. And this was happening before our eyes. As someone will tell me, say, Nigeria will do what? Let me hear again. Nigeria will do what? What is Nigeria doing? What exactly is Nigeria go? How do you expect? See, if make we give ourselves brain now, let's give ourselves brain. We cannot stay. So whatever happens with the coalition, the only time that you can see southern people support the coalition if P2B is used as the presidential candidate. But what are they look for here? This current coalition, what are they see? My brother, these people, they're not ready for anything. No. They're not ready. Atiku and Co, they want to hijack everything. They want to just sit down there. Primaries, king of primaries. Look at how they rigged Wike out of the primaries. Wike Sinwe. Wike self, the guy still the whole grudge for Atiku till now. And in those, I thought, well, I just pray that we have this constitutional review and it moves on and it's succeeding. Then we'll move to the next level of state resource control. Resource control, regionalism. From regionalism, we now forge a way forward, whether we are going to stay in Nigeria or not. But as it is, that's what happens. May God help Nigerians.